Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about how to book a flight with a stopover and save over 50%. So let's say you want to fly from New York City to Tokyo and you want to do a stopover somewhere in Europe. The first city that comes to mind that I visited before, London, I perhaps think about going there again. So I'm going to use London as this example for a stopover. So there's a lot of different websites for finding airfare. There is hipmonk.com, kayak.com, orbitz.com. So let's pick from the three, the probably the most popular one that a lot of people have talked about in the past, and that would be kayak.com because that is a meta search engine. So we're going to go ahead and pull up kayak.com in a new tab in a browser. Okay. And we want to make sure that the flights button or flight menu item is selected because we're not searching for hotels, we're searching for flights. Click on that. Okay, and we're definitely not searching for a round trip because we're actually going to be doing a stopover somewhere in Europe. In our case, for this example, we're going to be using London. So make sure that you click on the multi-city option, and we're going to go ahead and start filling out the form. So in New York City, there is LaGuardia Airport. So we're going to go and type in LGA and select LGA from here. From London, oops, for some reason my computer is a bit slow today. London's already selected. And the date that we want to leave on is February 5th. Oopsie, what's going on here? And then we want to depart from London to Tokyo, leaving on February the 12th. That's about a week from the arrival into London. Make sure that's still the option. Yes, the 12th. Okay. And yeah, so that's it. We can go ahead and click on the search button and see what is the best fare. Right. So you're chugging along. It takes a while to search all the different backends to get some results here. Just wait maybe about 10 more seconds here. There we go. Getting some results back. Hopefully that is not the only result. Otherwise, it's very expensive. Well, that is the only result that it returned. Wow. Okay, so here we have it from LaGuardia Airport to London LHR. Well, actually, wait a second. We found some more data. Okay, perfect. So we found what they call a hacker fare. And a hacker fare, what that is when Kayaks tries to plug in two different itineraries. And this is an itinerary from LaGuardia to London and another itinerary from London to Japan. And though when you make your purchase, it's going to be purchased on two different possible OTAs or different websites to get this what they call a hacker fare. Because what you're doing is hacking this flight from London to Japan on two different websites, and this is the best flight they were able to find. And by best, I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, 1,773. That's a lot of money for just a one-way flight. And I'm looking here. There's a 15-hour flight from New York City to London and a 28-hour flight from London to Japan. So let's go ahead and click on this details because I'm not too excited yet about this fare. So we can scroll through here and we see that there's a long layover about 6 hours in Toronto when leaving from New York to London. And on the second itinerary, we see from London to Moscow, there is a 15-hour layover before we go on the next flight to Japan. So not only are we paying $1,773, we have to spend 6-hour layover in Toronto and another 15-hour in Moscow. Now, as far as the trip in Moscow, you can definitely do this leg if you're thinking about doing another stopover in Moscow, but in this example, you may be doing just 8 hour layover. Well, I mean, well, you're going to be sleeping for about 8 hours, and then you get to see the city for another 8 hours. So, well, in this case, would be 5 hours of sleep and maybe 8 hours awake checking out Moscow. All right, let's see if we can beat this fare. I think we can really definitely do beat this fare. So there is a website, a flight search engine that I personally like to use, and that's called flights.google.com. So I'm going to open up a new tab in the window and go there right now. So flights.google.com, there we go. Okay, so you're chugging along. I'm hoping that it's still loading. There we go. Okay, so what we're doing here, the hack is, instead of relying on the flight search engine to find us the best flight, what we're going to do is type each leg of the flight as a separate search. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to select a one-way search, and then I'm going to type into the box LaGuardia Airport, LGA, and then I'm going to type in London, LHR. And we said we were going to fly out on February the 5th for this leg here. There we go. See what we get back. Cheapest flight is $1,095. We want to add another leg. Whoopsie. There we go. Close out that. Close that out. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is do another search from London to Tokyo. We're going to open up a new tab here. Paste this URL. Okay. And then in the box, we're going to search from London, LHR, LHR to Tokyo. And we said in the previous example with Kayak, we're going to be leaving on the 12th, gives us 1 week in London. All right, so the best flight that it was able to find is $463. So we say 463 plus 1095. Give us a grand total of 1558. Let's see how much money we saved here. 1773. Oops. 1773. So we saved a grand total of $215. Not too shabby for spending another additional 5 minutes to break up the search into two separate searches, one-way tickets. Let's see if we can even beat this fare even further. So what I'm going to do here, so I'm going to take the same itinerary from LaGuardia to London and do another search on Google. And what we're going to do differently this time is, instead of searching just from LaGuardia, there are going to be two other major airports in the New York City area, and that is JFK and Newark Liberty International Airport. So let's not limit ourselves just to one airport. Let's expand our search, because if you were staying in Manhattan, the distance between Newark Liberty International Airport and LaGuardia Airport is about the same. In fact, JFK is about 4 miles farther than these two airports. So let's expand our search to New York City. Oops, that's still, maybe I need to type in, let's see, NYC. Let's make sure the 3 airports are checked off: LaGuardia, Newark, and JFK. Perfect. And it was able to find a flight cheaper. Or was it cheaper? I'm not sure, but 463. Yes, it was cheaper. So the flight from LaGuardia was 463. If you were to fly from JFK, it's $453. So we saved $10 right here just by doing this type of search. And we can repeat the search by doing it also in London. There's another airport in London. Let's make sure that, okay, let's change one more change. Instead of just searching for LHR, let's make sure that it is selecting Gatwick. So you can see here that it's an additional 11 miles from London to fly out from Gatwick, which is about $30 taxi ride, right? So let's see if we get a better deal on that. And look at here, we have a flight for 238. So 238 plus, well, actually, so this is New York City to London, flying from JFK to Gatwick. So we definitely save some money there. All right, let's go back and search from London, all airports this time around, instead of just LHR. And I'll just leave this for now. Throw this out. Go to Tokyo, all airports. We said we wanted to leave a week later on the 12th. All right, let's give me some good deals here. Okay, so it looks like it didn't find any better deals. It shows us 463. So not too bad. 463 plus 238 gives us a grand total of $701. Not too shabby, right? The only difference is that we're now flying out from JFK to LGW, which is Gatwick. That's an additional 11 miles, and you're going to be spending about another $30 in a taxi ride to do that. So not too bad. So 701. Let's figure out how much money we saved here. 701, 1773, 1773, 1773. Fat fingering it here. We saved $1,072. Not too bad. Now, we can even save even more money, but if you have some flexibility and you can fly maybe plus or minus 2 days, there is an option inside Google where you can expand this further. So in this case, from New York City to London, there is a one-way ticket for $200. We're saving an additional $38 if we depart 1 day later. Let's go ahead and do that. So there is a flight, and let's go back up one moment here. Let's look at this flight. So this flight for $238, if you notice, there is a long 19-hour layover in Lisbon, and you can incorporate Lisbon as another stopover. If you've never been to Lisbon, it's amazing. They speak about 5 different languages, and you can spend a good 8 hours there and sleep for 8 hours and take 3 hours to go to the airport, and you'll be on time for your flight from Lisbon to London. So great idea if you want to check it out. I would definitely do this option, but if you're limited on time, then you want to expand and try to fly out the day after instead of Sunday. We're flying out on Monday. It's $200. 200, 463. So we just saved, what was it, $38 just by flying out a day later. Now let's try to find if that option is available for London to Tokyo. Let's try Monday. Sometimes it doesn't show us immediately if it's a better deal. 463. That was the same price, but again, if you depart 3 days later, that means you can stay in Tokyo, which is not that bad, and you depart 3 days later, it's going to be $314. So you can be flexible on your dates. So 314 plus 200, $514. Subtract by 1773. How much money do we save here? $1,259. So combining the trip ticket or separating the itinerary into two different tickets and also having some flexibility on the date, you're able to save almost 60%. It's $1,259 that you just saved right here. So not too shabby for doing just about 10 minutes of searching, right? So in the next video, I'm going to be showing you another trick with stopovers and hubs. So stay tuned.